Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Easy Learn. And today's topic is Pythagoras Theorem, where we're going to be solving some questions today. If you haven't watched my Pythagoras Theorem explanation video, pause right now, check out the link in the description below, go understand the concept, and then come back for solving. Today's question is a rectangle has length 150 centimeters and the diagonal is 170 centimeters. Find the perimeter of the rectangle. Now let's suppose if this is my rectangle, I'm going to be labeling it as A, this one's my B, that's my C, and that's my D. Now when it's saying that the length is 150, so I can take AB as 150, and if AB is 150, it's obvious that DC is also 150, and the diagonal is 170. Diagonal is this length right here, which is 170 centimeters. And now it says, find the perimeter of the rectangle. Now let's just recall the formula for perimeter of a rectangle, that is 2 times length plus 2 times the width. Now if you see, we already have our length, that's 150, but width is missing. We do not have our CB or our AD. Instead, we have our diagonal, that's 170, which means that I need to do something else in order to figure out this length, AD. Now you can realize that this triangle right here, you can see that this is a right angle triangle. It's forming a 90 degrees right here. And now that we know that it's a right angle triangle, then you should be knowing that we are going to use Pythagoras theorem. So I can grab out this triangle right here, which is A, B, D, and this is my 90 degrees, and here I have a 170, and here I have 150. Now if I recall the Pythagoras theorem formula, it is something like this: c squared equals a squared plus b squared. Now we need to remember that A and B are the horizontal and the vertical lengths that we can see here, and C is always the diagonal length, the one that's opposite to 90 degrees, right? So if I take, in this situation, in this question, I can take my C as 170, my A could be 150, and my B is missing, so I could just call it as my X. So let's just solve this. Now I have this information right here. If I put all of this stuff inside my Pythagoras theorem formula, I can write down 170 squared equals 150 squared plus x squared. Now I need to figure out what is 170 squared. 170 squared basically means 170 times 170. That is something like this: 28900. It's 28,900. And then I have a 150 square. So 150 times 150 is 22,500 plus x squared. Now, this number here, it's positive. When I take it to the other side, it becomes negative. So I'm going to be having something like this: 28900 minus 22500 equals x squared. And this one right here gives me 6,400 is equal to x squared. Now, if I take this little square on the other side, it turns into a square root. So x is equal to square root of 6,400, which gives me x equals 80 centimeters. Now this basically means that my length AD is 80 centimeters. Now coming back to our original question that says, find the perimeter of the rectangle, and I told you that perimeter of a rectangle is equal to 2 times length plus 2 times width. Now we already knew our length was 150, and now our width is this one right here. We need to get rid of 170. We don't need it anymore. We just needed it to use it with the Pythagoras theorem formula. And now I'm just going to be using 80 centimeters here. So 2 times 150 plus 2 times 80, that gives me a 300, plus 2 times 80, that gives me a 160. And 300 plus 160 gives me a 460 centimeter. So that's my perimeter. So the perimeter of the rectangle is equal to 460 centimeters. So that's how you solve questions like these. Whenever you have any shape and you want to find your lengths, you need to make sure that you cut them into something just so that you can form a right angle triangle. And then once you have a right angle triangle, you can easily use the Pythagoras theorem, that is a square plus b square equals c square. Thank you so much for watching Easy Learn, and hope you liked the video. Like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you so much.